This is a test.
This is a
We're
test.
doing a test.
The best test.
This is the best test that we could ever test.
Appa.
And then, Appa.
Ooh.
Oh, 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 oh,
Okay, you say some things.
Hello. Fart nugget.
Hello. Cheese toes.
Hello. Lady fingers.
Hello. Gentleman beans.
Hello. Hey guys, this is the Vampire Couple. Welcome to our channel. Today we are going to be doing a spoiler. Yes, spoiler. So if you haven't seen the movie, probably stay anyway. For Dracula, A Love Tale 2026. Where do we begin?
So if you haven't seen our short, since that should be up first.
We think.
Maybe.
It should be.
We'll just start off with the rating that we gave it, and then
and explain
go
why.
into detail. So
wait. Sorry. Before the rating, you know what's really important? Before the rating, for those of you that are considering seeing Dracula Love Tale, if you did not know, Dracula Love Tale is actually not only based off of Bram Stoker's Dracula, the book, but is actually more heavily based off of Bram Stoker's Dracula, the movie, specifically the love portion, the reincarnation tale portion. So if that's something that interests you, go check it out. But you might want to wait until we give our rating, which is going to happen now after that little tangent. Sorry.
Well, I love you so much.
I love you too.
Honestly, I'm glad that you gave that bit of it.
Insight.
Yes.
Some people might not know. Some people might be here being like, what's Dracula?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if they live under a rock, which, like, I don't know if you live under a rock. It's not my business. But anyway.
Yes, our overall rating for the film breaks my heart to say a solid 5 out of 10.
Solid 5 out of 10. Absolutely. 5. We've had a lot of time to consider if this is the rating we want to give it. We actually started off first giving it a 7 because we were wrapped up in the idea of like the romance portion and those. It does have a lot of very memorable lines, I will admit. Like when the romance portion hits, it's good.
Very.
That's the strongest part of the film, hands down.
But sadly, the only good parts of the film were the romance parts, which they weren't very long at all. You have the intro of the film, which is romance, and then the little tidbit in the middle and a little tidbit at the end, and that's it.
If I could summarize Dracula Love Tale for you right now, it is exposition, a history of a previous relationship and their love story, and then 5 minutes of their present love story. We went into this expecting that the present love story, the reincarnation trope, was going to be the main focus, where it was going to be like the whole thing. You sit down, you're like, oh my goodness. But the main focus ended up just being an explanation about perfume.
Yeah.
Which, should we just crack open this nut about like what our dislikes and then what we liked?
Yes, we'll go with our dislikes, and then we'll end on a good note as much as we possibly can with this.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, please. Please give me a reason to rip this thing apart. Which is painful.
It is.
Okay, so first dislike. I said it already. The perfume. To explain to you guys, spoiler wise, Dracula in this movie does not rely on his vampiric charm or his Dracula lineage and all of that. No, he relies on a perfume that he's put together that's not even magical. It's just a bunch of different flowers from across the world, and it makes people dance. Makes them dance. Makes them dance some pretty silly dances.
I wish we were kidding.
Yeah, we're not.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
No, I think like vampiric charm should be enough. He's Dracula, dude. He should walk into the room, everyone just drops to their knees, like, oh my god, the unholy one, the dark one, etc. In this one, he has to dab on some perfume, and then everybody loses their minds. And I think the only cool thing about the perfume part, there was only one, was the nun scene.
That was
The
pretty cool.
the nun scene when he goes into the convent and they start pyramiding themselves to get to him was neat. But why did we need the perfume?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a whole shtick where he walks up to the crucifix and he takes a perfume and he starts like dousing it in his perfume.
So
Why do
odd.
we do?
So
Why do we do
odd.
this? Why do we need it?
Yeah, just incredibly unnecessary. So
No, it's not needed.
I can see obviously what they were trying to do, but that was absolutely not the way to do it. Yeah, it's Dracula. He doesn't need a strong perfume at all.
I mean, every single iteration of Dracula, I mean, across television and movies, all has that alert. I mean, that's the Prince of Darkness, but perfume.
Yeah.
You're telling me some random person off the street could grab this perfume?
Yeah.
And
then
and
my
wreak
God.
havoc.
So,
I don't know, man.
Yeah, they definitely could have done without it. They could have completely left that out and it would have made it better. Even if it was completely left out, just slightly.
Yeah. Okay, that's my first dislike. What about you?
The dancing.
Yeah.
The dancing made zero sense at all. It was not necessary. It was so off-putting. So weird and random. At first I was like, wait, is Dracula about to become a musical? Like what is happening here?
That's what I thought too when it happened. I was like, so is this a musical movie? What is going on?
I was worried that it was going to start doing that.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, please, no.
I think it's worse that it didn't because it just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
By the way, spoilers. There are dance numbers
involving the perfume,
Yeah.
essentially.
He uses the perfume, and then everybody at all these parties he goes to like loses their mind and start dancing in choreographed dance routines.
I'll never be able to get it out of my head.
Same. It's literally the number one thing I keep going back to. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, that's bull. That's bullshit. There is something worse. There's something so much worse. And we'll get to that in a second because that's going to be my next one. Yeah.
But it was so random. It came out of nowhere and it just left you feeling so uncertain and just many question marks.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
What is happening? And
the
thing that annoyed me the most. Okay. He goes to all these context. He goes to all these dances and all these balls hoping to find his Elisabetta.
Isn't it in different time periods?
It's in different time periods.
Yeah.
But they do dances throughout time, right? And they show all different time periods. And then the whole point is he's supposed to be doing this in order to find his wife. But then he goes to Jonathan Harker when he's like the present age him and goes, this time was not the worst time actually for me. It was the more pleasant times. You're looking for your dead wife, and you're saying you're enjoying the dance routines. What is happening?
Oh my God.
Okay.
But yeah. So.
Dancing. Okay.
Next.
Am I ripping this? Should I rip off the minute early?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it.
There's a moment in the end of this movie. And yes, we're jumping to the end. Because like there are other parts I didn't like how the romance was rushed. Like literally their romance takes place in an evening for the most part. And then the next day. There are lots of things. My biggest gripe is that throughout the movie you see all these little gargoyle creatures that serve Dracula. He doesn't have like servants, and he doesn't have other vampires with him. We've thrown away the three brides idea completely. Now we have little tiny gargoyle creatures that are like Grogu or
Which I
Gremlin.
absolutely love.
Yeah,
We'll talk about that after.
I think it was a cool concept. But so the whole movie, you're like, oh yeah, gargoyle little monsters, like that's cool. Like these are interesting. Like what a cute like spin. Spoiler: Dracula dies, and then at the end, the Van Helsing archetype, which is really just Christoph Waltz, being Christoph Waltz, which is great. Love Christoph Waltz. And the doctor watch as the gargoyles that were once gargoyles leave the entrance and leave Dracula's castle. And they are not gargoyles.
Nope.
They are children.
Yep.
They are literally about 7-year-old children covered in ash, wearing diapers, that are confused and don't know where they are.
It's just so
You can't
creepy.
You can't make it up.
It's
You can't.
creepy.
I looked at her like, what? Okay, the death happens, and we're both like, oh man, that sucks that he died.
very
That
annoyed.
sucks. The moment it happened, and all these kids start walking out, I look at her and I go, maybe he had to die.
Yeah, quite
maybe
literally.
he had to die. He
It
was stealing kids.
disturbing.
He was stealing kids, apparently.
I wish I could remember the explanation someone had put in a comment section on TikTok about it.
Oh, really? Okay, so somebody had an explanation.
Someone had an explanation about what the director said, and then there was a theory as well attached to it. I wish I could remember, but it kind of made some sense. And at the same time, it doesn't. But if I find it, I'll just I'll type it out in the YouTube comment of like what I found. But aside, it was so unnecessary.
It's
regardless,
just,
it was unnecessary.
It instantly removes any sort of likability and any kind of sympathy you may have for this Dracula at all, in my opinion.
Yes.
I'm not about that. So we're not about that, obviously. But like to have Dracula like, oh yeah, child slaves. What? Whose decision, whose choice was this?
Yeah.
He was turning children into gargoyles. Like, if there had been context, maybe
I don't even know. It would have to be some extreme context that which I don't even know.
The only way that I would accept this personally is if the gargoyles were not children before, but when Dracula died, they turned into humans or something.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. But the fact that they were kids is like, and yes, I am as disgusted as I look right now. The implications behind that immediately remove any kind of sympathy, at least I could have, for that Dracula. Oh, he had to die. He had to go.
Agreed.
Peace, man. You were too far gone.
Yeah, they should have just left it as either the gargoyles turning back into statues or just turning into rock, crumble, and dust. Either or would have been completely great, because that's what I thought would have happened. I immediately thought it was going to be one or the other as soon as he died.
No.
And it wasn't.
Kids.
So.
And nobody questions it either. They just do this face. They do this face. Ready?
It's almost like very just nonchalant. Like, there's just a bunch of children walking around and no one says and does anything.
No one helps them.
They just that leads us into the next part.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, this piece. Oh yeah.
Where
no one picked up on that too, I don't think.
He dies. He's ash in bed. Mina is just looking over him, and her fiance,
Jonathan Harker,
was in the room.
Yeah.
And then walks right out without her. And everyone else just leave. They just leave. They're like, oh, job done. Time to go home.
Gone.
And she's just still in there mourning over Dracula. And again, kids are walking around looking confused and unsure of what's going on. It's
Do they just leave her there?
yeah.
Like they just walk out. They go. They just Mina's just in the bed, just with the ashes of Dracula. Well, not even the ashes of Dracula now, because they floated off into the sky.
Yes, that. Yes.
So not even the ashes, just the bed. So is the castle now hers? What happens? Find out next in Dracula Love Tale 2.
But the
Yeah.
lack of emotion and reaction during this moment is also just confusing.
Like, it's really weird to me that Jonathan Harker walks in and sees her distraught and broken, right? Her fiance sees her distraught and broken, and then just goes, oh, and then walks away.
Yeah.
Bro, the entire idea is that she was with him in another life, and having all these memories, that doesn't mean that like they're a thing now. She's had a whole other life beforehand. So it's a confusing time for her. So the fact that Jonathan wouldn't be like, oh, well, let me hold you, let me like be the, you're free. You're free from the monster. That's what it's supposed to be. You're free from the monster. Let me cradle you and hold you through this. No, he's just like, oh, job done, I guess. And then leaves.
Yeah. Like, cool. That's so nice. Just leave her there in her moments of extreme sorrow.
Yeah. I also didn't like, I just thought of another one we never talked about.
Oh.
I didn't like the fact that we start the film so far into the story. Well, not the beginning, but when we hit present day, where literally the Van Helsing character, who's the priest, is already like, oh, these are vampires. By the way, these are vampires. Oh, you see Maria, right? You see Maria? Oh, this is clearly a vampire. I know everything. There's no questions whatsoever. I just know everything immediately, and it's clearly this vampire that I've been hunting forever.
You know what I realized, and correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah.
they never introduced him. His name was never said in the film. If I'm wrong, please tell me. I do not ever remember them saying his name or him saying his own name and introducing himself.
If they did, it had to be so brief at moments. And
I feel pretty confident in that. But
I think you're right, though. If they did, it was either when we first meet him in the church, briefly.
But they call him Father.
Oh.
Oh, no. The doctor is... Wait. Oh, no, I'm confusing myself.
Well...
Either way, I do not remember an introduction.
Well, I think that's the thing of it. The thing of it is, I hated the fact that they went with someone that wasn't Van Helsing. And they went with this, just a random priest from this offshoot of the Vatican.
But what if he was Van Helsing and people are just made to assume that it was him?
I mean, Van Helsing. So the thing of it with Van Helsing is, I think, as for the character, he's a lot more interesting. Like Van Helsing's always a huge character in his own right. He's a professor, et cetera, and a scientist, and has been studying the occult for many, many years. The fact that we're just like, well, it's just this priest.
Yeah.
I mean, they were right about him being German and everything, but it just, I think they could have gone with the more memorable choice and gone, okay, it's Van Helsing. You could do Gabriel Van Helsing. You could do Abraham Van Helsing. Just have it be a Van Helsing. Because for the life of me, I can't argue at all. I don't know if they said his name.
Yeah, I really don't.
Then again, maybe been too focused on just how much exposition was happening. I don't know. Okay, things we liked. Unless there were more things you didn't like.
I do remember you telling me about how Maria's death happened.
Oh, I hated it. because that'll lead us into the things we liked.
Yeah.
Maria's death was so anticlimactic, and this is another piece of the film I didn't like. They treated it with so much awkward comedy. Like there were these
Yes.
moments that were just like, huh, oh, huh, where it was trying to be funny, but it didn't land. And Maria's death was treated as a joke.
Yes.
It was extremely gory out of nowhere, like the first real gore we had gotten in the entire film.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very random and anticlimactic. Hands down. Ooh,
Sorry. Nope.
no,
Finish.
What? You.
Did you see how obvious they set up her shot to be like when she was leaning over?
Mm-hmm.
Just how obvious it was that, oh, okay, yeah, now she's about to die.
Yeah.
It was, I did not like that.
It was
at all.
all just very awkward comedy. This character that we've been with since the beginning of the film. And then all of a sudden, they're just like dead. Maria's dead. Okay, everybody move on. That's it. No real context.
Nope.
Speaking of Maria, I'm going to go into the positives if you're
Yes.
down.
Yeah. Let's do that. Loved her.
Loved her. Best part of the movie.
Incredible acting. Great character. Chef's kiss. She
I
was
would
wonderful.
watch a movie about her life because I
Mhm.
think she was the most interesting character. She was extremely entertaining, very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maria was the most entertaining piece of the entire film, for sure.
Agreed.
Very
Absolutely
sad with the
agreed.
way she died.
Yes. Very. But in terms of characters, she was my favorite
For
overall.
sure. So Maria would be the first positive.
The romance scenes. I loved the introduction to the film. It was so soft and romantic, just full of love and passion and intimacy,
Mhm.
which is what I wanted for at least 80% of the film. Because it's Dracula, a love tale.
Yeah. Not
Yes.
Dracula, I'm an old man telling this guy about my love tale, and then the love happens for 5 minutes.
Yeah. But either way.
The romance piece, though, I fully agree with you. When you see Vlad and Elisabetta, you truly do believe that they're in love. The
Mhm.
actors did amazing. That whole sequence of their life together in the castle was so beautiful and so childlike.
Yeah.
Childish.
Very playful.
Very playful. That's what I was trying to say. Very playful. I think that a lot of people, when it comes to romance, miss that very important piece
Mhm.
of play, of being able to embrace your inner child and just have fun together. And they nailed that.
Yes.
That was amazing. When they were doing the food fight at the,
Oh my
table,
God, I loved that.
and when he's teaching how to shoot the gun,
Mhm.
and they're just like all over each other all the time.
The rose petals.
The rose petals.
Loved.
Wink, wink. Loved, absolutely. But it was short-lived, which is sad.
Mhm.
But you can fully feel that these two love each other. So when Elisabetta does unfortunately meet her end, the Forest of Wolves, I'm pretty sure, it does hit you. It very much does, because you've seen these two, as short as it might be, have their very deep romantic connection.
Mhm.
So nailed it. Loved the love scenes, man. Romance a little later could have taken it from the beginning.
Yeah.
But
each part, especially like when Maria brought her to him in that whole like carnival sequence and stuff.
Oh, the carnival sequence
really
was great,
that.
dude. The carnival sequence was amazing. I love that he barely takes his eyes off her the entire time. She keeps offering him to like do different games, and he's like, "Oh, no, I'm not here for that." Beautiful. I love the scene with the music box.
Yes, I was going to say that too.
Another positive, because talk about the romance though. The lines were great.
Yeah. Easily some of my favorites in film in general. So much passion and intimacy behind it. and you could feel it between the two of them. That's just
Oh my
how
God.
well done it was.
And you can tell even when you watch the interviews between the actors, like how much that chemistry like plays off. It's no wonder why it came across the way it did through the screen.
Yeah.
So absolutely amazing. Wish it was longer. I'm gonna keep
Yeah,
on saying it. I'm
I
sorry,
know.
I don't want to be negative, but I
No,
really wish it was longer, especially because those scenes were so good, man. So good. Other positives.
The quality
Yeah,
and the color grading of the film, I would
beautiful.
say absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
The along with the outfits, the
Yeah.
attire throughout the entire film. I
Yeah.
loved seeing all the different time periods and all
Oh,
the
that's
outfits
true.
from then.
Even though the dance scenes were weird, the costuming was amazing.
Absolutely phenomenal, yes. I want her outfit, her dress from the very beginning.
Oh,
so
my God,
badly.
please.
So badly.
Please. I want all of his wardrobe, literally the entire thing, even the armor. But I'd much rather have the better armor, which is Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah.
The red dragon armor. Yeah, it does.
We need to just get a 3D printer and just make it.
Oh my God, please.
One of my favorite scenes, like the shot itself, was at the very end of the war when they all come up with their spears and heads on top.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, that was sick.
Absolutely sick. It was,
that was
great.
Cool.
Phenomenal shot.
And then also, yeah, speaking of positives, the fight scenes when they happened. The fight scene at the end, it didn't make any sense. Like that the army, that was also negative. Sorry.
Yeah, well, whatever.
The fact that they showed up so quickly and they got no time and the army was there and they had cannons and everything. But the actual fight scene between Vlad and all of these soldiers
in the castle
specifically was actually badass. Like, I would have watched a whole movie of that, man. That was great.
Yeah.
He did
great. Because I don't think that was a stunt double at all.
I noticed
there a couple spots.
There were a few cuts when it was a stunt double, only a few times when he would turn like fully backwards. But most of the time he was doing most of the action. He was doing a great job.
It's just yeah. What else? Was there anything else?
I think that
the music.
The music was amazing.
Was great.
Yes, I think it was Danny Elfman. I might be wrong. But it was honestly amazing. I loved the chime for the music box.
Yeah.
The tune for the music box. And yeah, I thought everything sounded amazing, looked amazing. I think it had a lot of potential. I hate that word so much, man.
I know.
It had so much potential to be honestly a classic. And yeah.
So overall, like the quality in terms of just like the pictures, the outfits, the color grading, the music, very well done. The pacing, shitty. I'm just gonna say that right now. The pacing, absolutely horrible. It was not where it should have been. It really didn't make sense at some parts.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm still giving it a 5 out of 10. It had a lot of potential. There were some great parts, but also some not so great parts.
I will say this. I will give it a 5 out of 10, honestly, because of all the moving pieces. Making a movie is hard. It is. I think that it could have been so much better. I'm so tempted to give it a 4. I know, I'm cruel. But I'll give it a 5. I agree with you. So much potential, and honestly, did not cross the finish line where it should have. But I will say to you right now, it is definitely a better movie than The Invitation. It's not the worst Dracula movie ever. I do hand that to The Invitation. We're going to watch that. We're going to react to it. We're going to react to The Invitation.
I look forward to it because I haven't seen it.
Great.
Don't yell at me.
I'm so excited to watch it. I'm
He's so
excited.
thrilled.
It's going to be great.
Do you think I'm going to like it?
I actually don't know. You might be into it,
Uh-oh.
but you might. But
Maybe.
because I am a Dracula snob,
Mhm.
like snob, I hate it. I hate that movie. I don't like it at all. It's a 2, man.
Damn.
Yeah,
All
a
right.
spoiler alert.
Oh,
I give it a
no.
2. I
Okay.
can't wait to see what you think.
We'll leave it at that. I'll go in with semi
Hmm?
low expectations then.
But guys, Dracula Love Tale. If you've seen it, please let us know. If you
Mhm.
think we're just being assholes about the film, tell us. We're totally used to that. Go off in the comments,
Yes,
please.
let us know your thoughts. Let us know your rating. Let us know if you are going to go see it.
Mhm.
All of the above. We would love to hear your thoughts.
And also, here's a last note to finish on. Do we think you should go see it?
Yeah. I'm still 50-50 on that question.
I say, this is my opinion.
For a cinematic experience, if you like going to a theater,
Hmm.
it's beautiful. Like the sound and everything.
It is a
Yes,
beautiful film.
but don't
It
waste
is.
your money.
See it
Watch it at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch it at home.
If you're a movie theater nut, go see in movies.
Yeah.
But for the most part, home.
Yeah. Home. That's an at-home watch.
Yeah.
But guys, please make sure you are liking, commenting, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell. Let us know what we should go and see and review next. This is our first movie review, and we hope you enjoyed it.
Yes.
See you all later. Bye-bye.